The sun was shining brightly over Enchantia, and the warm breeze carried the soft scent of ocean air all the way to the castle courtyard. Princess Sofia stood by the balcony, gazing happily at the sparkling horizon. She loved the sea, ever since the day she became a mermaid for the first time and met her dear friend, the mermaid princess Oona. The ocean had always felt like her second home. But today, something felt different. Very different. As she leaned over the balcony, a soft, gentle melody drifted up from the distant waves. It wasn't a normal sea sound, not the splash of water or the cry of a seagull. This was a song. A beautiful, echoing song that seemed to call her name. Sofia. Sofia. Sofia froze. Her heart fluttered. Did someone just call me? She whispered. Clover, who was nibbling on a carrot near her feet, perked up his ears. What's going on? Do we have company? Sofia didn't answer. The melody floated again, soft, magical, and familiar. She remembered this sound. She had heard it once before, the day she rescued Oona and helped the mermaids protect their mystical underwater kingdom. It can't be, Sofia whispered breathlessly. It sounds like marrow magic. Without wasting another second, Sofia raced down the halls of the castle, Clover hopping after her as fast as he could. She burst into Amber's room. Amber, I think someone from the sea is calling me. Amber's eyes widened. A mermaid? Again? Sofia, are you sure you're not imagining things? I'm sure, Sofia said firmly. The song sounded just like the one the mermaids use when they need help. Amber stood up and dusted her dress. I suppose we should go check. But I'm not getting wet this time. Sofia giggled, but inside, she felt a strange mix of excitement and worry. If the mermaids were calling her, something serious must be happening. The three of them hurried outside toward the dock. As they approached the cliffs, the sea breeze grew cooler, and the mysterious melody grew louder. Sofia felt it vibrating gently in her chest, as if the ocean was speaking directly to her heart. She stepped closer to the edge, peering down into the water. Suddenly, the waves shimmered, glowing with the same blue-green light Sofia remembered from her first mermaid transformation. A swirling circle of light formed on the surface, sparkling like floating stars. Clover gulped. Sofia? Is that normal ocean stuff? No, Sofia breathed. That's mermaid magic. The glowing circle widened, rising like a magical bubble. And then, a figure swam upward through it. A small, graceful mermaid with purple hair and sparkling tail fins leapt from the magic and waved excitedly. It was Oona. Sofia, she called happily. Oh, I'm so glad I found you. We need your help. Something strange is happening in the underwater kingdom. Sofia didn't hesitate. She leaned forward with a huge smile. Oona, I've missed you so much. What's going on? Oona swam closer, her face worried but relieved. We're not sure yet, but there's a powerful magic current moving through the ocean. It's affecting our kingdom, and our marrow pearl can't stop it this time. Sofia's eyes widened. Last time, the magical pearl had been strong enough to calm storms and fix magical currents. But this time, even the pearl wasn't enough? Before Sofia could ask more, the glowing magic swirled upward again, forming a shimmering ring around Oona and rising towards Sofia's feet. Oona held up her hands in excitement. Sofia, the ocean chose you again. The marrow crown sent its magic so you can return to the sea with me. You can become a mermaid again. Sofia gasped. Really? I can turn into a mermaid again? Oona nodded eagerly. Yes. The magic already knows you're needed. You just have to step into the water. Amber's jaw dropped. But Sofia, you didn't even pack anything. Sofia laughed. Amber, mermaids don't need luggage underwater. Clover gulped, tugging at Sofia's dress. Are you sure about this? Last time, there were giant sea creatures and whirlpools and... Sofia bent down and gave Clover a reassuring smile. I'll be okay. And I promise I'll come back. She turned toward the glowing water. Her heart raced. She felt the same excitement she felt the first time she'd transformed. Becoming a mermaid wasn't just fun, it was magical, powerful and full of memories she cherished deeply. "Here I go," Sofia whispered. She stepped forward. The moment her foot touched the glowing surface, magic swirled around her ankles, curling up her legs like tiny ribbons of light. The water lifted gently, soft as a warm cloud, wrapping around her waist and pulling her into the center of the glowing circle. She felt weightless, warm, and safe. Amber gasped as Sofia's dress shimmered, dissolving into sparkling blue lights. Her legs glowed, stretching together as her feet transformed into sparkling mermaid fins, purple, glittering, and elegant. Sofia felt the magic strengthening around her tail, giving her the familiar sensation of powerful, smooth swimming. In moments, she was floating above the water's surface. Once again, Princess Sofia the mermaid. Oona cheered. "Sofia, you look amazing. Come on, there's no time to lose." Sofia gazed at her shining tail, feeling joy bubbling inside her. "I'm ready. Let's go save your kingdom." She grabbed Oona's hand, and the two mermaids dove beneath the glowing waves, finning swiftly toward the secret underwater kingdom, where a mysterious new adventure awaited. The cool rush of ocean water swept past Sofia as she and Oona swam deeper beneath the waves. Every flick of her glittering purple tail felt natural, almost like she had never stopped being a mermaid at all. Bright fish darted around them, coral reefs shimmered in rainbow colors, and glowing bubbles drifted gently upward. The underwater world was just as magical as she remembered, peaceful, beautiful, full of life. But today, there was something different in the water. A quiet tension, a soft vibration, like the ocean was whispering an urgent warning. Oona swam beside her, her expression serious. "Sofia, I didn't want to scare you earlier, but things have gotten worse. The magic current is growing stronger every hour." "What does it do?" Sofia asked, her voice calm but concerned. "It pulls things out of their places, changes water paths, and stirs up whirlpools." Oona frowned. "Even the marrow pearl can't calm it. And if it keeps growing, our kingdom might." She paused, swallowing nervously. Sofia placed a gentle hand on Oona's arm. "Don't worry. We'll figure it out together." Oona gave her a small, grateful smile. With renewed determination, the two swam faster toward the shimmering underwater gate that led to Maraway Cove. As they approached, the gates opened automatically, glowing a soft sea blue in recognition of both Oona and Sofia. Inside, mermaids swam in hurried motions, whispering fearfully among themselves. Even the sea creatures seemed uneasy. Turtles tucked themselves closer to the coral, dolphins circled near the surface instead of diving, and schools of fish shifted in tight patterns, unsure where to swim safely. Queen Emmeline, Oona's mother, floated near the center of the kingdom, her long fins shimmering with royal blue light. She turned when she saw Sofia and smiled warmly, though worry clouded her eyes. "Sofia, dear one. Thank you for answering our call." Her voice was gentle but tired. Sofia bowed respectfully, her tail dipping gracefully. "Your Majesty, I'm so happy to be here. I'll do whatever I can to help." The Queen nodded. "We knew you would." She gestured to a large shell-shaped platform, where a giant glowing pearl sat, its light flickering unsteadily. "The marrow pearl has been losing its strength trying to contain the current. Whatever is causing this disturbance, it is powerful. More powerful than anything we've faced." Sofia swam closer. The pearl pulsed like a heartbeat, bright, dim, almost as if it were struggling to breathe. Oona swam beside her. "We've noticed the current grows stronger whenever the pearl flickers. It's like they're connected." Sofia nodded slowly. "Maybe something is absorbing the pearl's magic, or blocking it." Queen Emmeline's expression tightened. "That is exactly our worry." Just then, a strong wave smashed against the reef outside, shaking the entire kingdom. Mermaids grabbed onto coral pillars as bubbles shot upward. Sofia steadied herself, gripping Oona's hand. "What was that?" Sofia asked. "The current," Oona said grimly. "It's getting stronger." Queen Emmeline raised her voice. Everyone remained calm. "Get to safe swimming areas." The mermaids hurried to follow her instructions. Emmeline turned back to Sofia. We need to investigate the source. But the currents are too dangerous for the royal guards. Only someone with strong magic protection can enter the deeper zones. Oona looked at Sofia. Sofia, the magic that turned you into a mermaid, it didn't just transform you. It linked you to the ocean's energy. You might be the only one who can safely reach the source. Sofia blinked in surprise. Me? But I've only just transformed again. Emmeline shook her head softly. Your first transformation awakened a connection. You carry mermaid magic now, even on land. You are protected by the sea. Sofia looked down at her shimmering tail. She remembered the warmth she felt when the transformation magic embraced her earlier. She remembered the voice of the ocean calling her name. Maybe she really was meant to help this time in a much bigger way. She lifted her chin, full of determination. I'll go. But I'll need Oona with me. Oona's eyes widened. Really? You want me to go too? Of course. Sofia smiled. We're a team. Oona beamed and squeezed her hand. Queen Emmeline nodded. I will allow this, but you must be careful. Follow the glowing sea paths. They will lead you to the current center. And Sofia, she paused. Trust your magic. It will guide you. Sofia nodded. I will. The queen touched the marrow pearl gently. A beam of soft light shot upward, surrounding Sofia and Oona. The water around them sparkled, and the light soaked into their tails, strengthening them. Sofia felt a burst of warmth in her fins, stronger, faster, more powerful. Oona grinned. The pearl gave us extra speed. And extra protection, Sofia added, sensing the magic like a shimmering shield around her body. The queen watched them with deep affection. Go, my brave mermaids. Find the source before it grows beyond our control. Sofia and Oona swam toward the glowing exit gate. The ocean beyond looked darker than before, shadows swirling in the deep. But Sofia didn't feel afraid. She felt ready. Oona took a deep breath. You sure about this, Sofia? Sofia smiled courageously. With you by my side? Always. Together, the two mermaids swam into the deep waters, tails glowing brightly as they followed the magical sea path leading toward the mystery that threatened the entire ocean world. Whatever was waiting for them, their adventure was only beginning. Sofia and Oona swam further away from the safety of Mermaid Cove. The glowing sea path shimmered beneath them like a trail of blue stardust, guiding them through the deepening waters. The ocean around them grew darker and cooler as they traveled, and the gentle songs of nearby sea creatures faded into silence. Even though the water looked calm, Sofia could feel an invisible pull tugging at her fins, like something powerful was moving the ocean from far away. She tightened her hold on Oona's hand. The current is getting stronger, Sofia whispered. Oona nodded. We're getting close to the trouble spot. But don't worry. We have the pearl's magic to help us. Sofia smiled, trying to stay brave. And we have each other. They swam deeper. Strange swirls of water spun gently past them, tiny warning signs that the strong currents were ahead. The coral here looked different too. Instead of colorful reefs, the coral was pale, almost gray, as if the magic of the ocean had been drained from it. Sofia touched a piece as they passed. It felt cold. Oona, the ocean here feels sick. Oona's expression turned sad. I know. Whatever is causing the current is hurting the sea. If we don't fix it soon, it might spread closer to Mermaid Cove. Suddenly, the water around them trembled, and a strong wave crashed from the left, pushing them sideways. Sofia spun, trying to steady herself. Whoa! That one was strong. Oona struggled to swim straight. The currents are shifting faster than I thought. We have to stay close to the glowing path. They returned to the shimmering trail, following it as it curved downward. The deeper they swam, the stronger the vibrations became, like the ocean's heartbeat growing louder and more upset. Sofia took a calming breath. Do you think the marrow pearl ever faced anything like this before? Oona shook her head. Not this powerful. And never this far from the kingdom. It's almost like something is pulling the magic away from the ocean itself. Sofia's eyes widened. Pulling magic? Who would want to do that? Before Oona could answer, the glowing path suddenly flickered, like a candle blowing in the wind. Sofia gasped. Did you see that? The path is fading. Oona grabbed Sofia's arm. The current must be disrupting the magic trail. We have to swim faster before it disappears completely. With deep breaths, they kicked their tails and sped forward. Their fins glowed brighter, propelled by the marrow pearl's enhancement. They zipped through the dark waters like two glowing comets. But the deeper they went, the more dangerous it became. The water swirled wildly in some places and pulled sharply downward in others. Sofia felt one whirlpool start tugging her tail, and she struggled against the pull. Sofia! Oona cried, swimming back to grab her hand. Together, they beat their tails hard until they escaped the whirlpool's grip. Thanks, Sofia panted. Always, Oona replied, giving her a determined smile. They swam further until the swirling currents opened into a wide, dark canyon. Massive rock walls towered on both sides like the entrance to an underwater cave. The glowing path led straight through it, shimmering weakly. This looks scary, Oona admitted softly. Sofia took a breath. It does. But we have to go inside. With hearts pounding, they entered the canyon. The water grew eerily quiet. Even the strongest currents seemed to pause at the canyon's entrance, as if the ocean itself was holding its breath. Inside, glowing bits of magic floated in the water, tiny sparks drifting upward like underwater fireflies. Sofia reached out and touched one. It tingled softly and disappeared into her palm. Oona's eyes widened. That's sea magic. It's loose in the water, like something knocked it out of its source. Sofia frowned. But sea magic doesn't just float around like this. It comes from something powerful. They swam deeper into the canyon, following the floating sparks until they reached a massive cavern lit by an eerie blue glow. In the center of the cavern stood something unexpected, something neither of them had ever seen before. It was a huge stone column, cracked down the middle, glowing from inside. Magical energy pulsed out of the crack like waves of lightning. The water around it shook with every pulse. Oona gasped. That's an ancient ocean stone. They're supposed to keep the underwater magic balanced. Sofia stared at the crack. But this one is broken. The stone pulsed again, releasing another strong wave that shook the entire cavern. Sofia and Oona braced themselves, holding onto a nearby coral pillar. Oona shouted over the vibrations, "This must be the source. The broken stone is leaking uncontrolled magic into the ocean." Sofia felt her heart race. If the stone collapses completely, the currents will get even worse. They both watched as another crack formed at the top of the stone, sending out a burst of wild energy that made the water swirl dangerously. Oona's voice shook. "We have to fix it." "But how?" Before Sofia could answer, a strange sound echoed from behind them, deep, low, and rumbling. The water shook again, but this time not from the stone. Sofia turned slowly toward the sound. Something else is here." From the darkness at the edge of the cavern, a pair of glowing green eyes appeared. Then another. Then another. Oona grabbed Sofia's hand tightly. "Sofia, I don't think we're alone." Sofia gulped, her tail trembling. "Let's hope they're friendly." The silhouettes began to swim closer. The cavern darkened. The ocean trembled. Whatever was waiting in the shadows had been drawn by the broken stone's power. And now it had found them. Sofia and Oona's hearts pounded as the glowing green eyes drew closer from the darkness. The water around them trembled with the pulsing magic of the broken stone. Sofia's tail flicked instinctively, keeping her balanced and ready, while Oona swam closer to provide support. "Stay calm, Sofia," Oona whispered. "We don't know what these creatures want yet." Sofia nodded, taking a deep breath. She reached out with her hands, summoning a protective shimmer from her own magic. Her tail glowed brighter, sending soft waves of light that danced across the cavern. The green eyes blinked, almost startled, and slowly, 3 large, shimmering sea creatures emerged. They were unlike anything Sofia had ever seen, part dolphin, part dragon, with fins that sparkled like emeralds and scales that shimmered under the stone's magic. Their eyes glowed bright green, and they moved gracefully, circling the broken column as if guarding it. Oona's voice trembled slightly. The Guardians? I've only heard about them in legends. They protect the ancient stones, but they rarely appear to mermaids. Sofia stepped forward, keeping her body calm and open. We don't want to fight you, she called gently. The stone is broken, and the magic is out of control. We need to fix it, for the safety of the whole ocean. The Guardians paused. One circled closer, tilting its head, as if listening to her words. Sofia felt a connection forming, the same feeling she had the first time she became a mermaid, the pull of magic linking her to the sea. Oona whispered, the Guardians are testing us. They sense your heart, Sofia. They will allow you to approach only if they trust you. Sofia took a slow, steady breath. She focused on the courage and determination that had guided her through every adventure, her invisible powers, her first mermaid transformation, and every challenge in Enchantia. She imagined the ocean itself flowing through her heart, calm and strong. I promise, she said softly, we only want to help. We want the magic to be balanced again so the ocean and all its creatures can be safe. The Guardians circled her once more, their tails brushing the glowing bubbles of magic that floated around the cracked stone. They twitched their fins in unison, sending gentle currents towards Sofia and Oona. It was like a test, and Sofia felt it passing. Finally, the largest Guardian stepped aside, allowing them to approach the stone. Its glowing green eyes never left Sofia, but there was no sign of aggression. Oona gave a relieved sigh. It worked. They trust you. Sofia swam toward the cracked stone, feeling the wild magic pulse beneath her fins. It was like trying to hold lightning in her hands, but she focused, calling upon the calm strength she had learned from the marrow pearl. Carefully, she reached out, placing her hands against the crack. Immediately, the magic surged, brushing against her tail, her arms, and even her heart. Sofia gasped, but she held firm. She let the power flow through her, not resisting but guiding it with her will. The glowing light began to slow its wild pulses, bending toward her intent, until the crack shimmered with soft, steady magic. Oona hovered beside her. You're doing it, Sofia. Keep going. Sofia concentrated harder, visualizing the stone as whole again, imagining the magical currents flowing gently through it instead of erupting violently. The green light of the Guardians mingled with her own, stabilizing the energy. Slowly, the crack began to mend, the stone glowing steadily with calm, balanced magic. The currents around them eased, swirling gently and then fading into peaceful waves. The ocean seemed to exhale, and even the water outside the cavern moved smoothly once more. The Guardians circled Sofia and Oona one last time, and then, without a sound, they disappeared into the shadows, leaving the stone perfectly intact. Oona floated in awe. Sofia, you really did it. You fixed the stone. Sofia smiled, feeling a rush of relief and pride. We did it together. Suddenly, the marrow pearl floated into view, glowing brightly. It hovered above the stone, pulsing in rhythm with the ocean itself. A soft, melodic voice echoed through the cavern. Princess Sofia, you have shown courage, wisdom, and heart. You have proven your connection to the sea and your respect for its guardians. The magic is restored, and your second transformation was meant to remind you. True strength comes from kindness and bravery. Sofia's fins shimmered as the pearl's energy washed over her, reaffirming the bond she had with the ocean. Oona clapped her hands together excitedly. You're amazing, Sofia. The entire kingdom will be safe now. Sofia nodded, feeling a warm glow inside her. She looked at the repaired stone and then out toward the open ocean beyond the cavern. The magic is strong again and balanced. The ocean is safe. Oona floated closer, her purple tail flicking gently. We should head back to the kingdom before anyone notices we were gone. Sofia smiled and nodded. But as they swam toward the surface, she noticed something, a faint sparkle of magic drifting upward from the horizon, almost like a whisper of another adventure calling her name. She felt excitement stir in her heart. For now, though, the ocean was calm, the marrow pearl was safe, and Sofia had proven herself once again, not just as a princess, but as a true friend and guardian of the sea. As they neared the sunlight breaking through the waves, Sofia looked back at the cavern, feeling grateful for the ocean's trust and for Oona's companionship. The adventure had been thrilling, challenging, and magical, and she knew she would always carry the lessons she had learned here in her heart. Ready to go home? Oona asked. Sofia nodded with a bright smile. Ready. But I have a feeling the ocean will call us again someday. Together, the two mermaids swam upward, breaking through the water's surface into the sunlight. The waves sparkled as if celebrating their success, and the breeze carried a faint melody, soft, familiar, and magical. Sofia had completed her mission, but the promise of new adventures was shimmering on the horizon. The sunlight sparkled on the waves as Sofia and Oona swam toward the shore, their tails glimmering like precious gems. The surface of the ocean welcomed them back with gentle ripples, and the warm breeze of Enchantia felt comforting after the thrilling adventure beneath the waves. Sofia felt a sense of pride and joy swell in her heart. She had saved the underwater kingdom and restored the balance of the ocean's magic. Oona swam beside her, laughing softly. That was amazing, Sofia. I can't believe we actually fixed the broken stone and calmed the currents. Sofia smiled, feeling her own magical connection to the ocean pulsing gently in her fins. It feels so good to know we helped everyone. I also feel like this is just the beginning. The ocean is full of secrets, and I want to discover them all someday. As they approached the dock, the castle's crew spotted them. The sight of two shimmering mermaids breaking the surface left everyone in awe. Clover hopped nervously on the dock, trying to make sense of what he was seeing. Sofia, you're a mermaid again, he exclaimed, his eyes wide. Sofia laughed, flipping her tail gently before transforming back into her princess form with a soft shimmer of magic. Her royal gown appeared once again, sparkling with subtle hints of ocean colors. Yes, Clover, she said warmly. The ocean called and I answered. Everything is okay now. Amber ran forward, her eyes shining with excitement. Sofia, you look amazing. Did you really fix the ocean? Sofia nodded. We did it, Amber. The currents are safe, the stone is whole, and the mermaids are happy again. I've learned something important. What's that? Clover asked, tilting his head. Sofia looked at the ocean horizon. I've learned that being brave isn't just about facing challenges or using magic. It's about listening to others, trusting your friends, and protecting the things that matter most, even when it's scary. Oona swam closer to the shore, floating gracefully. Sofia, I'm so glad I had you by my side. Your courage and heart are stronger than any magic in the sea. Sofia blushed. And I couldn't have done it without you, Oona. We make a great team. The two friends shared a warm smile, knowing that their bond had grown even stronger through this adventure. The ocean shimmered behind them, calm and peaceful once again. Queen Emmeline's voice echoed from the waves. Sofia, remember, the ocean will always call for those who care. Your bravery today shows that you are truly a friend to the sea. Sofia nodded respectfully. I promise, Your Majesty. I'll always protect the ocean and help my friends whenever I'm needed. As the sun began to set over Enchantia, Sofia, Amber, and Clover walked along the sandy shore, feeling the gentle waves lap at their feet. The memories of the adventure, the whirlpools, the glowing stone, the guardians, and the pulse of magical energy remained vivid in Sofia's mind. Clover twitched his ears nervously. Do you think there will be more magical adventures? Sofia smiled, gazing at the horizon where the sky met the ocean. I think so, Clover. The world is full of surprises, and as long as we stay brave, kind, and true to our friends, we can face anything together. Amber nodded. And we'll be there for you, Sofia, just like always. Sofia hugged her friends tightly. Thank you. I couldn't ask for better companions. Together, we can face any adventure. As the sky turned pink and orange, Sofia looked back at the shimmering water. Somewhere deep below, the mermaids swam peacefully, their kingdom safe once more. Sofia felt a warm glow of magic in her heart, a reminder of the adventure and the promise she had made, to always protect the ocean and to never stop believing in the power of courage and friendship. With the sunset behind her and her friends at her side, Sophia took a deep breath and whispered softly, "The adventure may be over for now, but I know the magic will call us again." And with that, Princess Sofia returned to the castle, ready to continue her life as both a princess of Enchantia and a protector of the ocean, knowing that every challenge, every magical adventure, and every friendship would shape her into the bravest, kindest princess she could ever be.